I have to give a big shout out to Lyft before I go back home. I paid $14.95 to go back home. It's amazing. I've paid up to like $50 during rush hour, but I mean, I remember one time I got here like 6 o'clock in the morning, like 6:30, and I paid like $30. So thank you, Lyft. I don't know what you did, but you have blessed a girl. Trip was amazing. Landing was amazing. But I got out of Terminal C and I saw Starbucks and I said, can I please have an ice water? And oh my goodness, did they give it to me. The Starbucks employee blessed me today with free ice water. It was amazing. It was exactly what I needed to wake up and to get out of the airport. Is this my Lyft? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see where the day takes me. I'm so excited to be back home. It was a trip that was definitely needed. Every trip is a blessing. Good afternoon from beautiful World Trade Center. Oh my gosh, we love Tribeca. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I got home at 6:05 a.m. Got to the airport in a reasonable amount of time, got home in an even more reasonable amount of time, and then I just crashed. I was like, I don't have anything to do until 11 a.m. I'm just gonna sleep. And believe it or not, right now I'm late. I don't know if that's gonna be part of my brand. What am I doing today? My friend is very plugged into the fashion space in NYC. And I mean, we talk about it all the time. We talk about what trends we're excited about. We talk about red carpet moments that are so well executed. I mean, every time we see each other, I mean, we always look fabulous. So it's really like a joy and an honor and a privilege to be invited for her to say, you know what, you should come with me. And so that's what I'm doing. I need to change my heels, but I need to get to the place. It's like 10 minutes away from here. This dress is also not mobility friendly. And I told my friend, I was like, well, the one dress that I kind of really want to wear today, she's giving goddess-esque with the drapes. And my thing with her too is that she's from Zara. I don't know how it's gonna look if I show up to an emerging designers showcase wearing Zara fast fashion. I was like, is that okay? What do you think? Because I only have one other dress for the occasion. Really think ball gown, okay? Got her in Spain. I got her for 15 euros 2 years ago, and I've been waiting for the perfect moment to whip her out. And then I got this for $25 in the Zara in, where was I? I was in Orlando for sure. ¿Cómo se llama? Orlando International Mall? Question mark? And they were having their semi-annual sale, so of course I snatched her for $25. I mean, yes, please. I told my friend yesterday, I said I was debating between a black cocktail dress with red pumps or this dress, which is like a cream white with silver pumps. And then when I put her on today, I was like, wait a minute, she's giving gold undertones. So thankfully I have gold heels. They're thrifted from Zara. I thrifted them in my local thrift store in Zaragoza, Spain for 10 euros. It was amazing. They were in perfect brand new condition with tags and everything. And so I was having a crisis this morning. I was like, I can't decide. So I brought both with me. I think gold makes the most sense, but the silver looks so hot. Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell you. So I took a video this afternoon to get to the PATH train station. And oh my goodness, I almost got into an accident. I was kind of scared, but then it was all good. And then the driver complimented my perfume. I'm wearing J'adore by Dior. I mean, staple. And honestly, the only reason I have her was because when my sister was nesting when she was pregnant with my niece, she just gave it to me. She was like, I don't want this anymore. And I was like, okay, I also got to charge my phone, which was a miracle. I did not charge my phone since yesterday. I was hanging on by a thread at like 50%. It was horrible. I had to turn off my phone and everything. I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get home? Thankfully, I charged my phone in the Via. My portable still has 50% battery life. All is good. I have 78% on my phone. We shall see. I was offered espresso, and oh my goodness, I don't like any kind of coffee with sugar or milk. That's not my thing. So I took it black. Oh my god, that woke me up.
It's a very interesting conversation because we're going to explore also how modular fashion challenges the fast fashion cycle, honors global craftsmanship, and redefines sustainability not as a slogan, but as a system for the future of fashion. Sustainability has become one of fashion's most overused buzzwords. What makes modular fashion a real solution and not another marketing slogan?
I mean, we cannot use enough. Let's just say if we did 100 billion organic, great, amazing pieces, it's still too much, right? So with that, it's like, what are we going to do? How are we going to change things? So modularity, I believe, is the next step now. Because, you know, I love tech and I love AI and, you know, I'm here for it. But I do understand that, you know, there are people who can't breathe right now because of pollution, because of air. So if we care, then we change things for now. So I believe that modularity means that you wear, you know, fewer pieces in more versatile ways, and you're actually able to, you know, reduce the amounts that you wear. And there's also this whole built-in craftsmanship. I call the wedding suit. There are other parts to it. So what I'd like for you to understand about it is that when you have a piece like this and it's well done, so this shoulder comes off. Look at how clean the other shoulder is. You know, it's a little big on her. This lapel is completely removed as well. And if, as you can see, can you unzip your other side of the skirt? Oh, she got caught up.
It's just my hands.
Yeah, it's hard to do. She's doing a great job though. So these are the pants, and these are the actual pant that, you know, that goes with the outfit. And can you also show them what you can do with the buttons?
Yes.
Buttons are coming in custom. These are just run of the mill, but they're coming in custom for whatever you want to do. And you know I have blue blazers and I want to wear silver with it. I have gold and I want to wear gold with it, and it just doesn't work. A dressy piece that's also like super casual. So can you show them how you can remove that piece completely? Well, you know, we probably want to show. There it is. So this removes completely, and on the actual in production, there's not even buttons on this. So this is just a tank shirt. It's a short skirt. It comes in a unit. You've got 2 arms. You've got a bow. You've got two of these pieces. Put it on.
Oh, wow.
And even that piece comes off. Like this piece completely, you don't have to completely remove it. And like I said, there won't even be buttons on here. Short skirt in the back.
Buttons.
Yeah. Well, it's a zipper in production. So it's in production.
How can AI help people use more of what they already know? To your point, you got to download Looking Glass, right?
We're web-based right now, so
Yeah.
we'll log in.
Okay.
And our tech, we're actually going to be showing at 4 o'clock today. We're going to do a demo.
Amazing.
And just kind of show the full 360 experience. But our biggest hurdle was like, how can we see what they already have? Like even when they're asking us like, hey, I want a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Like if we can see what they have, then we can make mindful suggestions so that they can, you know, it can mix and match with 10 other things.
These pioneers are reshaping the industry by proving that creativity thrives in scarcity. As you said, the world doesn't need more clothes, right? It needs new thinking. So welcome to this incredible panel, and I'm going to start with the foundations in your personal journeys. Each of you took a very different path into fashion. Stuart, what drove you from a teenager sewing Prodigy to founding All Saints? Let's start there.
Well, so yeah, when I was a kid, I discovered David Bowie. I remember very clearly hearing him sing, and this little boy looks up to his mum and goes, "Mum, who's David Bowie?" I'm in Scotland, 8 years old. And she showed me him on top of the box that night, and he was wearing these red boots. He just looked otherworldly, the music, and I wanted to be David Bowie. And back in those days, growing up in Scotland, late 70s, there were no fashion stores, there was no internet, of course, there was no online, never mind online shopping or whatever, you know. There was nothing. We used to get hand-me-down clothes from my mother's church friends, and I used to pull out a pair of basic roller trousers about that size and say, Mum, how can you can I put pleats in them like David Bowie to fit me, this tiny little kid?
Yeah.
And she taught me to sew, and I've been doing it ever since. Taking other people's waste and making really cool, interesting things out of it. If you look back to All Saints, one of the most interesting things about it is I started the business in 1994, sold it in 2007. Here we are 15 years later, even more than that, 18, they still, this top 10 bestsellers is still the things that I designed 25 years ago, including the biker jacket. The biker jacket came about because I was going into flea markets and finding all these old biker jackets, and I was watching Elton John's, I guess that's why we call it the blues, and it's a kind of romantic song about a young kid that goes off to the war, or goes off to army training, and he's wearing a frock coat like a teddy boy, and the girls, they're crying, and some guy turns up at the Saturday night dance wearing a biker jacket and Levi jeans rolled up and a t-shirt, and he looked with a quiff, he looked really cool, and I thought, that's so much cooler than a blazer. So I went and got some of these vintage biker jackets, copied them, and washed them in the machine to get that really done look, and it's changed the world.
The world doesn't need another clothing company. What it needs. What if we take the old and make it new again? How has that idea literally shaped your work today?
Well, everything that we do already existed. I've built up, for 40 years now. I did 10 years at Reese before I launched All Saints. I learned very early on that the best designers in the world don't sit in a room with drawing pictures and creating something new. They go to thrift stores and they go to Army and Navy stores and they buy vintage military pieces and they take it to fabric mills and factories and they copy silhouettes and fabrics and in the old days with All Saints, when I started out, I was going to Army and Navy stores and I was buying peacoats, bomber jackets, jumpsuits, biker jackets, field coats, combat pants, flak short, and I would take them to the factory and order, 500 pieces.
Because fast fashion is trained us that more clothes means more style. Second is educational, because upcycling is a relatively new term. It was coined back in 1994. And some people don't actually know what upcycling is. But when you explain to them what upcycling is, they'll go, oh, my mother did that, or my grandmother did that. Why? Because we have been doing alterations, mending for centuries, right? So even like the kids nowadays, they're on social. They just have another name for it. Upcycling is not too cool, right? So they named it thrift or green. Oh, so the goal here.
You're wearing my shirt, kid. Okay. Yeah.
The goal here is to make them see that upcycling is not some fringe or craft project.
Yeah.
It is stylish, it's creative, it's a viable form of income. This guy here just said $1 million. Yeah. And a very great solution to reduction of waste. Yeah. So what we're trying to do with the educational part is we are trying to collaborate with schools, fashion schools, to have upcycling part of their curriculum. Because
that's amazing.
Yeah.
The challenges of upcycling, or just in general?
In your business model, like what have you encountered? Certainly not that many, because if you're selling 1 million, I don't know.
Well, it's just like, 1 million sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like maybe this year we'll do 2 million, right?
Woo!
But 1 million sounds fun, but it's only because we were trained by this number. But when you start actually trickling it down, like I'm just a regular person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I tell my wife, it's like she don't know what it's like to be me. People tell me how great I am, Doobie, I love this thing. You know what I mean? But actually in my head, like I want to be useful. The biggest thing for me. It's part of my life. also wanted to say before I continue this, I have a store. It's 93 South Street. It's 3 blocks from here. Snow Milk store. So if you guys want to go to the Snow Milk store, it's literally 3 blocks from here. 93 South Street. But the biggest challenge for me in this journey, especially because I went to music conservatory. I did music my whole life, so I came into this industry. The terminology was different. I had to learn things, and then once it became, it started to get too big where I couldn't print anymore. I couldn't go to thrift stores anymore, and then I started doing payroll and like all this stuff, and then it was like the HR, and it was like now I have 16 employees now, right? I just hired my first COO, and I'm super. I hope the only COO, but it's just like it's so hard dealing with people and. It's like I love people. Like the person that walks down the street. Like I really, and genuinely in my head, and I think we should perpetuate this. I'm just gonna send it to you. I told it to the other dude in the back. It's like when I walk by people on the street. Like I genuinely wish them the best.
Me too.
We built Looking Glass to transform the way people get dressed every single day. What may seem like a small, insignificant choice actually represents a very large amount of stress, wasted time, and wasted money. At Looking Glass, we tell you what to wear every single day. Think about this. The average person spends 10 to 15 minutes every day deciding what to wear. That's 90 hours a year. 90 hours a year wasted, standing in your closet, stressed out and overwhelmed, not knowing what clothes to put on your body. Our mission is simple, to make getting dressed effortless and confidence boosting. We combined AI with human stylists so it feels personal and not robotic. People can actually feel good in what they already own in their closet. That human touch is what makes the platform authentic and keeps people engaged and creates a real sense of community. For retailers, Looking Glass creates brand new revenue stream. We generate privacy-safe wardrobe insights that we then sell back to retailers. It means that the retailers can recommend the right products, reduce returns, and better forecast demands. The returns alone cost retailers over $700 million every year. We can significantly decrease this. First, you'll scan your closet once. That's it. Our proprietary software analyzes each item, uploads it, and organizes it into your digital wardrobe, our AI, and to generate privacy-safe insights for retailers. From there, you'll start getting daily outfit suggestions based on your weather, location, and events for the day. When it really matters, you can connect instantly with a live stylist for personalized advice by video or text. Our technology automatically adds new items to your wardrobe as you shop. Looking Glass, full 360 personal styling built to scale.
When I left Fulton Station, the first thing I heard was people running to catch the train, and in my mind I was like, same. I run for public transportation all the time. The amount of times that I look like a crazy lady trying to catch a bus, trying to catch a light rail, the subway, the path. I did that this morning, and then after that I heard April in Paris at Fulton Station while I was exiting. It just put me in a very light-hearted mood. Wow, I love coming home super late from a very eventful and amazing and memorable and spontaneous day in the city. Keep in mind, like I said, I literally just got back home today, okay? I literally landed at 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday morning, September 9th. Okay, a lady literally just got back home today. I had no idea what today held. I had no idea what to expect. And I mean, I had a fabulous time. I had amazing conversations. I met so many incredible people. And I'm so incredibly blessed and thankful for all that I've gotten to experience. So now I'm going home.